Hello everyone and welcome to Project Ozone 3 Mythic Mode, episode 11. Now we have AE2, we can start doing a bit of automating and get a bit into mystical agriculture. Okay, we now have a little sort of setup, which I think is probably tileable, and we might need to make this bigger in the future for neutral steel. My two issues is I haven't set up the sulfur seeds and I haven't set up draconium seeds because I haven't made them the draconium seeds yet. So this can't just work inevitably. I put some draconium in my inventory because we might need it. I'm going to turn this off for now just so we don't waste all the draconium. So basically what I'm doing is I have 4 sequential fabricators, each making a different one of the dusts. Items are coming from an interface. We have 2 interfaces here. This one just has all the items for the dusts. Obsidian does go into a pulverizer and gets pulverized so that we have pulverized obsidian because we're not making that passively. That's its passive version, I suppose. These go into magma crucibles where they melt up and we get the liquid form of each. Tectonic protophium, aerotheum, cryothium, and pyrotheum. Pyrotheum is empty right now, but we do have some blazing pyrotheum and all the others from our cows, which just go in here, and also our input into the fluid transposer resonant over here. They're all resonant, so it works as fast as it can in a single block. And then we just have draconium going into this one. It's all stored in a barrel underneath. Barrels maybe not the best idea. They don't have downgrades, but once we have infinite draconium, I don't think it's going to be too much of an issue. It might be, but then I can just turn off one, so it'll be fine. We'll need loads of this anyway, so it's better to just have the biggest thing anyway. It's not got infinity upgrades or anything like that. It's just barrels, and that's connected by a storage bus to an item barrel connector. I hope that doesn't start lagging, but it should be fine. So yeah, 3 connections over here. And then we just have this interface, and then it pulls the 3rd degree, the 1st degree, the 2nd, and the 3rd degree all out of here. I don't really know if we need the 4th degree for anything but supremium essence, because we get that from the wither. So I might turn that to a different channel for now, just in case we turn the others on, just because we don't need this one as desperately. But yes, there we are, semi-passiving the... Oh, I don't need these anymore. The neutral steels. Okay, I have set up patterns for tertium and prudentium. So we're going to make... Oh, it's intermedium, whatever. Okay, we need neutral steel of the 2nd degree, which I don't have. I'll just chuck a bunch of this neutral steel of the 1st degree into our... into here, and then we'll have enough. Like I said, once you have draconium, that will just be running all the time, so we should have all of it when it comes to that. Now we're missing... Right, I'll turn it on just for the 1st degree, then we're nearly out of draconium as well. This is slightly a pain, but I promise it will all work properly soon enough. So you can go back on to extract, and we can be... Yes, there we go. Also, the buffer was too big on the interface, so every time I was making more, it just got sort of sucked up by the interface. So this should be better, and we should be able to make 4 now. Yay, we can. Hopefully this works. It's all outsourced to these, which don't have any power. Oh dear, I didn't quite plan this very nicely. Whoops, bit ugly. But at least, okay, it's working. It's working. Okay, lovely. And now we have our intermedium. I need to go and grab this because I need to make it into the next infusion crystal thing. We need some base essence, that's fine. And there we go. And we should get a still mending book in here. Yeah, so I'll put mending on it, and then we'll have the recipe. We'll be able to add the recipe for the blue essence. This one, supremium. Oh, it's a really sort of a pain to put these in because you have to do this, then turn that off, and then put it in processing, and then add the, and then it works. So it's a little annoying. And in case you were wondering why we were doing like this instead of just doing it in the AE system, it doesn't like non-fully used up items. So when you do essences, it is much better to do it like so. So now we should be able to get our superium. I want to get draconium seeds as a matter of urgency. So for that we need 4 supremium essence, or 8 supremium essence, I think. We've got 10, so that's not a problem, but we do need to make the tier 5 crafting seed, which is all the crafting seeds up to that point. I should put recipes in for that too. And now I've put the recipes in. I mean, I'm just going to see what this seed costs. What? Okay, it's a bunch of stuff we don't have any seeds apparently. Yeah, so that's fine. We'll sort that out. There's a big issue. to make this, we are going to, we are going to need an advanced crafting table, which means we're going to need some basic crafting tables, which basically means we need black iron. Black iron has a sort of very weird recipe in this pack, taking empowered void crystals, enderium, blank runes, and ender biotite. None of this is a big issue, apart from I haven't actually made the QED and the alternators. They are fairly cheap. Can I make dawnstone? Not in the smeltery, not particularly. So I'm going to go and melt a lot of gold and copper to get some dawnstone, unless I do have loads of ender ingots. I do not. Okay, so I'll do that, and then we will come back and we will work on getting that sorted out. And also, just to sing my own praises, and just because I'm really enjoying this, having these has been incredibly useful, because I've been using just this one P2P pretty much for everything, and I can see here there's exactly 4 channels left on it, so I can use it again for anything that needs 4 channels. Once that runs out, I could use another one. So it's just really easy for me to see how many channels are on each P2P. I really like it. I really would recommend doing it like that if you also struggle with channels. Okay, so I'm going to want an ender crafter, and I'm going to want some ender alternators. 36. Okay, that's quite a lot, but that's fine. I'll go find somewhere ample to put these, maybe just in here with everything else for now. And the more alternators we have, the faster this will run. I think it's like 3 above and 3 below or something. But yes, it's always a good idea to have quite a lot of these alternators just to help speed things up a bit. So that should be fairly fast. Okay, I've put in all the recipes. A lot of them go into a chest rather than actually get crafted, just because of how a lot of stuff can't be done in here, so I'll do them. So yeah, the only things we're actually missing is mana infused dust and ender biotite, which I just need to get some from the end, and I think there's some mana infused dust upstairs. Maybe not, but I can easily make some. I just need some redstone. And there is some ender biotite for us. It was quite rare when I was looking on the end island, so I came back to the normal bit of the end, and it still doesn't seem particularly plentiful, but slightly more common. I remember it being fairly common, but there's a seed for it, so it's not going to be a big deal in the end. Just need a little bit for now. And the recipe's crafted, and we can make ourselves some black iron, and it's actually pretty fast. I don't think I can automate this. It doesn't look like it, so we might just have to keep putting this in. I don't really know how much black iron we are going to need in the end game. Oh, unless I can just put this thing over the top. I don't know if that works for ender crafting. Well, maybe we don't need too much. I might not have to be too upset about any of that. And here are 3 basic crafting tables. Let's just put them in the corners for now. 2 of them will have to return because I should probably put the recipe in for this. You can only make it in the basic crafting table, so I'll have to go in here. And now we should be able to craft ourselves one advanced crafting table. So now we are able to actually craft our draconium. So that's good. Draconium seeds, you know what I mean. Funnily enough, we actually ran out of snowballs, so set up a glacial precipitator, and that should have solved the problem. And now we can craft our first tier 5 crafting seed, which is very exciting. There it is. And now I just need some supremium essence. 4 should be enough. We'll also need some void ingots. 12, but that's fine as well. And now I just need to cook up some of our remaining draconium after I have turned off this machine, because otherwise they'll just get eaten. There we go. And we should have our draconium seeds, which was actually quite easy. And now we can make ourselves some lovely draconium seeds. So I think we probably have 4 seeds to move over to the void dimension so far. So that's pretty decent. And now we've got this all set up, we should be able to make it a bit more automatic. So I'm going to 10 these. Oh, what are those? Certus quartz. Oh, we might as well grow them as well. So yeah, and welcome to the Void Dimension farm. Plenty of space for expansion. I see a non-tilled bit of dirt. Better go get that. There we go. So this is basically just where we're going to put all our seeds with lots of lily pads of fertility. I've got cactus growing, so I can actually make the lily pads of fertility. My next goal is to get the nature seeds so that I can make lily pads more easily. We have all sorts of essence going on here. We've got sulfur, we have grains of infinity, certus red, draconium, and the cactus. So only these 6 to start with, but we will get quite a lot of seeds. It works really easily. If it's a thing that doesn't need crafting, like this that produces redstone or this that produces cactus, it goes straight into our ender chest. If it does require crafting, then instead it goes into a sequential fabricator and is crafted. These aren't upgraded just yet. I probably can upgrade them all though. This one's upgraded, but it's not full augmented. It's just resonant, so that should be fine for all of them. I will go grab some more upgrades in a second. I have just upgraded them. They should probably be able to keep up with the demands on them now. Also, for some reason in this dimension, I sometimes take damage. It's not always. It's like the Gru again, but this isn't the deep dark, so I don't know why I'm taking damage. But basically, yeah, I think this is keeping up with the load from this now, which is good. We don't need to put any organs in it. It only takes 120 RF per tick, which is basically nothing. Again, I've just got a resonant energy cell here with the spectre coil on because they don't connect to conduit, so we've got a buffer of power connected both up and down. I mean, the wiring's not very neat, but we don't really have to look at this very much, so yeah, that's going well. And upstairs we have the I don't know how to call this, the fruits of our labor, I suppose, all going in. So we've already got tons of grains of infinity. These aren't going very well from the sieve. We are using up loads, so we're gonna have to make seeds for those as well. Sulfur's got plenty. Cactus, we're getting tons. Redstone is extra fruitful because we've got this. I will get rid of this pretty soon. I need to get rid of this pipe as well. We don't really need it. It's not the most pretty thing in the world, but you know what? It works, and that's really the main thing. So I would ideally like blaze, blitz, basols, and blitz seeds. And to get them, we are going to need mob chunks, which requires a solium dagger. We don't technically have to use it. I'm going to put looting on it. There is a way to, I can never remember which way around it is. If you hold one thing in one hand and one thing in the other hand, you can like get the effect of the solium dagger, but still using like the shuriken, for example. I can't remember which hand they're meant to be in though, so I need some experience. So I will struggle with it for a second, but we'll go to the hunting dimension once I've done this and start killing mobs. This is what I'm looking for. Goodness me, YouTuber blindness. And there's looting 3, and I'll just go put that on my more experience so I can actually travel, and there we go. Right, I think it is this way round, and it would be more ideal to kill whatever drops tier 4 mob drops. I'm not sure what those are. I mean, we can easily make some essence and just upgrade them. So I guess I'll just go and kill some things and see if we can actually get any to drop to make sure that I am doing this correctly and I haven't got them the wrong way around. But I think it is this way round. Oh look, there's a mob chunk. I mean, it's only a zombie chunk, so it's like the worst. Ah, there's a creeper one. That's a tier. Oh, and there's an experience one. Okay, never mind. We're not doing too badly for chunks. I just don't want anything else. That's a 10%. That's tier 3. Yeah, so we can upgrade them with essence. Don't really want to too much, so it's nicer. I don't know which has a chunk. I'll see what has tier 4 chunks. Oh, only the blazes tier 4 chunks. So if I just focus on creepers and then just go kill some blazes in the nether, we should be all right. I mean, I've already got 4 chunks. Okay, this is working way better than I remember it working, so that's not too bad. I'm so sure that normally takes me longer, but we actually have all of the tier 3 chunks that we need and some experience chunks. So now I just need to grab a few from the nether and we should be good because we only need 2 blaze chunks for the blaze seeds, which is very nice. These are taking so long to spawn. Spawn blazes. If I didn't want blazes, look, there's tons of wither skeletons over there and I don't want them, but blazes, no. Let me see if I can get any wither skeleton chunks while I'm here as an extra bonus. No, I don't want all that rubbish. Aha! 1 blaze and 2 wither skeletons. This is like such a bizarre proportion. And no blaze. Gimme, spawn, hurry up. And that should be our second blaze chunk. That took, well, it didn't take very long at all, really, to be honest, but I just was surprised so many wither skeletons spawned and not blazes. But there we go. We should now have everything, apart from obviously the essence to make the blaze seeds. Let's go home. This was surprisingly easy. Let me get some actual mana diamonds, and this should be our blaze seed. We'll just take a minute for it. Okay, it takes quite a bit of, these aren't on, might as well steal. But that's fine, we've got tons of mana. Living rock, lovely. Do I have many crop sticks in here? I need to clear this out, to be quite honest. We don't need all of these. They've all been 10. And there we go. That's another one off the list. That was strangely easy. I thought nature seeds were tier 2, but they're not. They're tier 1, so we can make them as well. Okay, we can now make Blaze seeds. I remember doing this before and it just being a lot harder, but you know what? It's not been too bad this time around. Woohoo, blaze seeds. To my complete and almost utter shock, I can actually make all the seeds I want to with literally no waiting time. Normally this takes me a very long time to get away with. I don't really understand what I've done this time around, which has made it so easy. But well done to me, I suppose. I'm sure we'll have issues soon enough. But for now, we can have obsidian seeds, basalt seeds, niter, and the other one, obsidian, whichever one I didn't say, and we can be happy. And there's plenty more seeds I would want as well. Where are we? Delta. There's quite a lot of seeds, and all the sort of like pulsating iron would be really nice sort of thing. That takes enderman and stuff like that. So you know, got quite a few seeds left. I'm sure it'll start getting a bit more of a pain, but right now that's 5 more seeds I made with very little problem. Yay. Our new issue is I'm basically out of slime pearls, so it's really hard to make any more lily pads of fertility, and the only way is to loot bag more, kill some slimes. So that's a little bit of a pain, but I mean, we've got quite a few, and I can't make the growth accelerators, which are different because they also just require lily pads of fertility, so we're a little stuck for that. I will probably just take some out of the breeding place once we have a few more seeds as well. Sometimes they disappear. I don't think they've actually disappeared. I think sometimes it's a visual bug when you place them like here, and then the one in the middle just sort of appears. But yeah, there we go. Why is oh, we mustn't have an upgrade in draconium. Good thing I just checked right there. We could have had a problem. Okay, we've had a little bit of an upgrade over here because this was simply not enough. I'll probably have to do it for these as well, but right now we don't really have enough powder to do it. We do for blaze. For now. Oh, is that just us completely ran out of blaze powder? No, it's just being slow going in. That's fine. We're still keeping up plenty. So yeah, we have 9 magma crucibles now doing blazing pyrotheum, and instead of going like it goes into the ender tank and then has a buffer in here and then goes into here. So this should keep up hopefully with some of the demands that we have. Yeah, I've still got this on. I might turn that off for a while so we can build up some normal neutral steel for a bit because I don't think we've got a backlog of it now. But yeah, we should be making tons of this. Might be overkill. We'll see. Once we have the blazing seeds fully automated and all that sort of stuff, it should be fine. We should have some more of these. So yeah, just sort of waiting for things like that. And speaking of waiting, we seem to have some seeds that have finished. That's nice. Not all of them. I mean, this one's a bit slow because we don't have as many lily pads. Should probably switch some of these over so these actually have a chance of growing. And there's quite a lot more seeds I want to make. It's a shame the lily pads of fertility are being a bit difficult, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We've got quite a lot. I'm just using them for this at the moment, so they're a bit busy. Beep. Okay, so I've set it up so we now have some pulverizers back here. This one's not set up yet because I don't have the basalt rods being made yet, but the other 3 are, so they pulverize. I do have a nullification chamber in here so that the secondary output should be destroyed. That doesn't happen, so I'm just putting it back into the system because it's some free sulfur and niter, and why not, I suppose. Probably goes into the infinite storage anyway, so might as well have it. These all have extract upgrades instance, and we can autocraft them though, so it's a much easier. So this goes out pretty fast and goes into the sequential fabricator. I don't think we're getting a surplus, so this is too many magma crucibles right now, but we're still producing stuff. We're not getting a surplus of blazing pyrothene, but we are getting it fairly fast. So that's pretty good. I'm also out of power. Well, I'm not out of power, but I did run out of power. So I've been trying to make a solar panel. Oh, I hope that hasn't despawned. I don't think I have that in the filter yet. Come here. No, it didn't. For you. I have to leave this on all the time. This is my automatic reconstructor. I haven't quite remembered how to do it with redstone so it turns off, but I don't think it's wasting too much power. I'm just having it on all the time. Our power is free and from the sun. We just need a couple more solar panels to make it better. So, oh, it should be made. Solar. Yay. And I have some efficiency and transfer upgrades as well. I think the Airgrass trophy is definitely the best of all the Twilight trophies just because it wibbles. Hydra's pretty cool. And he's see-through. Mushroom, no, he's kind of cool. Does his mouth move? Yeah, that's kind of cool. But this, I look like, the Dalek Sec? I think it's Dalek Sec. Yeah. solar panels have been set up. Yes, we are producing 16,000 RF or FE a tick, each of them. Is that almost full? Is that what I'm seeing? So yeah, I think power is sorted for now. I can... Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm in the mob farm. So yeah, I can continue my journey to get seeds. The only problem with me getting seeds is my inventory gets very, very messy very, very quickly, and I don't like it. So as of this current point, we're making about a neutral steel of the 1st degree every second, which is all right for now. We got 600 2nd degree. So some of these shouldn't be too hard to craft, really. I'll go see how the other seeds are doing and set them up. And now we have basals, who knows? That's done. That's now whittling away. Everything we've got quite a lot of, except for blazing pyrotheum, but I knew that was always going to be the biggest struggle. But like I said, we're still making one every second. Oh, we've got an extra basal seed. I don't need that. So yeah, now all the other seeds that we might ever desire shouldn't be as difficult. They might be. Oh, my inventory is such a mess after all of this. Let me just chuck everything away for now. I'll need that hoe. And these are sort of the seeds that I want to make it easier to make capacitors. I don't know if I can. I put all the recipes in. Okay, so there's a few bits and bobs. Thought I put a recipe for that in. I didn't. That's easy enough. These are fine. Because I would like some more storage and capacity for my crafting CPUs. So this is just a recipe. Maybe we'll be able to do this after all. I have just made some dye seeds. It's really annoying, always running out of red and yellow dye. So that's been very useful. I'm going to clear one of these off. If I want a nice 64 capacitors, well, I'll pop in the end so I don't have that right now. It's not possible for the bytes. So we're going to have to make them in either very small batches or try and make sort of the other ones first. Luckily for me, I do have a spreadsheet which tells me exactly the number of all the sort of base ingredients for a stack of capacitors. So that's nice. But yes, I can't wait until I get some better CPUs so that this isn't a problem anymore. We actually hit the buffer on neutral steel of the 1st degree, so it's 4096 to hit the first buffer. So now I've turned on the 2nd one, so hopefully we'll hit the buffer of neutral steel of the 2nd degree. Did we have a backlog of... Well, we had a backlog of pyrothene potentially. We've got about 1 million in here. So that's, you know, it's nothing to scoff at. I have to make these capacitors in funny small batches because 8K is our biggest processor. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's so small. I can't wait till we can make a few bigger ones. I'm going to have to make a osmium compressor as well because we're going to need refined glowstone, but that shouldn't really be an issue. Thought I'd spend some of my rack on something nice, so I've got myself the tier 2 Epiolatry, and when I hold it I get a health boost and an XP boost, and it does 29 damage. Oh, we can test it on this guy who's appeared in my vicinity. He's dead. That's nice. Next we need the ones with the Shards of Oblivion, which I can't make yet because I haven't. Ooh, unstable. I'm gonna have to make this unstable stable ingots for those. Yes, we don't have any Shards of Oblivion. Never stars. I mean, I could get another star, but nah. Everything else is fine. And 500 rack. I don't know if I've still got 500. I think so. Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah. Not bad. Just to have a quick progress update, I have made quite a lot of seeds. This is almost all the seeds we need to pretty much have capacitors really easy to make. We just need these 4. I mean, the glowstone ingot seeds there for ME stuff. Maybe the enderium is as well. Can't quite remember, but the vibrant alloy and the end steel are more of a big deal. But everything else has already got its seed. However, I did have a crash. Don't know why. And Astral Sorcery has decided my progression can't be loaded and cannot be recovered from the backup. So I don't know really what's gone on. I've asked in the Discord if anyone knows how to get it back. But we'll see. I don't think it'll be too much of an issue to try and do it again when we need it. But yeah, that's a little annoying. I was just over here setting up an export bus so I could have coal automatically put into these. And yeah, problems occurred. I have no idea why. It's very annoying, actually. I'm not best pleased. But whatever, these things happen. I need to figure out how that pressure thing works as well before I blow everything up. But I'm going to put it in there, and I'm also going to do one... Oh, goodness, I can't because it's got a cover on. Oh, yes, I can. Into here. Thank goodness for conduits. Just so I can have passive plastic for these capacitors and transistors. So it's a bit messy, but it should just make this a bit more automated. Is that going into here? I hope so. No. Why ever not? Dumb thing. Okay, I don't think it's dumb. I think it's because it hadn't filled all of those up. It might be fine now. Okay, we just don't have any pressure. That's all right then. I've got my plastic mixer here. I'm gonna do another one maybe there. Maybe I'll move that and then have it like oh, I don't know, there. Insert back to 1 or 0, whatever. This should round robin. Yep, and I can put in some dyes. Needs more green. There we go. Should be a pretty fill up now. Yeah, so once these heat up, etc., etc., I don't think this one actually needs anything apart from just to take this stuff out. So once we get up to a better temperature from all of these being on, we should be able to pass the different plastics. Right, for transparency, I've been told that you can upgrade your astral perks and stuff like that with commands. So I've just learned all of the research again. And I have attuned myself I've learned all the constellations. I've attuned myself to Visio. I know I didn't have all the constellations before, but it was easier than going through all of them. I hope you understand. I would just go and sit up there and sleep and then wake up and turn it to night over and over again until I had them all, so not a massive deal. And then I set my levels back. I think I was at 30, but I've got myself to 29. So I'm gonna just go through this again. Can't quite remember which perks I had, but basically I just want this middle one. There we go. And then just get some of the Avitus maximum life ones, and hopefully we're pretty much back where I was. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically all I've done. I think I had a few of these ones from Decidia, bit of damage. Yeah, there we go. That's probably similar to what I had before anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to be transparent and say I have cheated all that up. But again, I did just have it. So it was really just not my issue, not my fault. Okay, I'm a little bit sick of seeds now. There's a little bit of time left in the episode, so I thought maybe we could get a head start on some Galacticcraft. I would quite like to go to space. To get into Galacticcraft, however, I will need to make a fluid infuser to go to make thorium oxide and magnesium dioxide, so I just need to input a few more patterns. Okay, welcome to my little mechanism setup. It's very slow right now because I haven't got any upgrades in it because they're expensive. Basically, we have 3 enrichment chambers, sort of. One for redstone, one for diamond, and one for refined obsidian. So these ones are simple. We just have the things coming from an interface. Redstone just passively goes into this as well as diamonds. We make the little compressed one and it goes into a metallurgic infuser. This one is slightly more complicated. I could have done this a little bit better, but whatever. I've got an enrichment chamber on the top for diamonds, which is making us more diamond for this metallurgic infuser. That goes in with some pulverized obsidian. Oh, this needs a downgrade, which then buffers into a drawer, which I've put a downgrade on just so we could have a 64. I don't want to waste too many diamonds. Eventually we'll connect an osmium compressor to this as well, and that at the moment just goes into an enrichment chamber which compresses it into obsidian. So now every recipe that requires something enriched we should be able to do pretty easily from now on, so that's very nice. And with that we can make ourselves an osmium compressor, I think. I think the only sort of things I need for that, I think I just got rid of it, is the enriched alloys, which is that, and the basic control circuit, which is that. And to help myself, I've labeled all the interfaces, redstone, diamond, obsidian, so I am able to do it, to find them easily. And osmium, I should be able to just order an osmium compressor now. Yes, I made a stack of capacitors before, so that's lasting quite nicely. And the transistors actually don't take very long at all to craft anymore, so that's very nice. The main issue with the melodic capacitors is pretty much the end steel and the vibrant alloy. I don't know if I can make enough supremium now. We'd need 14 for those two. Yes. Yes, I think I just need it's a buffering issue. I just haven't turned these on for a little while. I also took the draw well, I put an infinity upgrade on this one because the rate this is going, we're not going to run out of draconium. And we might as well store infinite for the first one. We actually have a surplus at the sort of a blazing pyrotheum, so that's not a problem. Which is odd. Every time I've done this in the past, I've always run out of the fluids really easily. I've always had a massive issue with it. But obviously not anymore. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, just a little bit of waiting and I'll be able to make those 2 seeds. And that then still really does take a long time because you have to make 2 sets. Melodic, we can't do anything about. We'll just pass of that when the time comes. So 3rd degree and 4. Okay, we'll leave it on for a little bit and we should be fine. And is my osmium compressor done? It is! 1 osmium compressor. So that will mean I can make the glowstone seeds. I just need some glowstone and some osmium. And that shouldn't be an issue. I think I can also make refined obsidian seeds, so I'm not like massively interested in like fiddling with that too much. This will be slow as per, but if we just leave that in, we should get enough to make 4 blocks. And then, yeah, and that will be almost all the seeds done. Lovely stuff. And because I've been putting off, there is a compactor to make plates rather than gears. I couldn't think of what the word was. Gears. That's it. Not the neatest, but it's fine. I've got dye seeds now, so I can make lovely different colours of cable. And yeah, this is all working pretty nicely. How many diamonds do we have? I do need to make some diamond seeds at some point. That'll be fine. Not a problem. This is a very nice system. The main issue is I don't really have a lot of slime pearls. I think I had 6 last time I looked a while ago. Oh, we've got 11 now. So yeah, slime pearls are the biggest issue because I can't make enough lily pads of fertility. I'll probably set up some sort of slime farm in the future. That will help. But yeah, some of these, I mean, I never have to make energetic alloy again or electrum, which will help a lot with the vivid or whatever it is, the silver ones, the like energetic silver or whatever. Yeah, and electrotine as well. That's down here. So that's a big help. Iron we've got loads of now. Yeah, so having the farms is really good. We will need to think about it for singularities at some point. So that's just important to keep in mind. And a bit of encoding later, we can make ourselves a fluid infuser. How beautiful. I will need to get oxygen, however. Oxygen doesn't seem to have a recipe from Nuclearcraft. Oh, it does. Electrolyzer or electrolytic separator? Electrolyzer. Too slow. Impossibly slow. Sorry, electrolyzer. I've made you for no reason. You are, but in fact, too slow. Right, there's our electrolytic separator. Putting oxygen into our fluid infuser slowly but surely through a tank. And it's sort of backwards because that's the only way it actually exports in oxygen to the left. But that's fine as long as it's working. And I've just got a interface here and I will put oxygen on it so that we remember. Lovely stuff. And now we can make ourselves a circuit fabricator. I've no idea where I'm going to end up putting this. Everything's a little bit of a mess again, including my inventory. That's fine. I'll just, what's A2 for? If not, oh, I probably need those conduits. Just dump everything in here. Surely not an issue. And there it is, our circuit fabricator. Lovely stuff. Right, I was just plugging it in and I've remembered that Galacticcraft machines are very awkward. I'm just going to chuck it over here for now. Yeah, it only accepts power from a very specific side. So I'm going to just chuck in a bunch of, is this circuit wafer? Basic wafer. Oh, redstone torches. I forgot that was part of the recipe and not a real thing. That's fine. I was just going to make a bunch of these. I don't know if we need to automate it right now. Probably in the future. Maybe not so much right now. I don't know how many of these I actually need. A few. But there we go. Basic wafers. Lovely. And with that, we can make ourselves... Oh, I have to do HDPE. I haven't done that. Okay, that's fine. We can get into some HDPE. However, I think this is actually going to be quite a long tangent. So I think I'll just end the episode here and we'll really get into Galacticcraft next episode. So thank you all so much for watching and I'll see you all in the next one.